I'm Alyssia Rubertucci, and we are live in downtown Montreal at Dorchester Square, where in a few moments' time, this will be the location of a vigil in honor of the one-year anniversary of the Russian invasion of Ukraine. Now, it is a modest group right now here that is starting to trickle in, but hundreds are expected to come out to the march that will get set to leave at 6:30 from here, march over to Philip Square, and then make its way back as a show of support for Ukraine. The event is being dubbed 365 Days of Resistance. Joining me now is Ukrainian-Canadian actor and singer-songwriter Vitalia Khmil. Thank you so much for joining us, Vitalia.
Thank you for having me.
How are you feeling today?
It's been a whole year of lots of shocks, and it's still the same news, and especially with social media nowadays, it's really hard to see the atrocities that are going on in a way that's very explicit, but we need to see it in order to understand what we have to do.
What is it like to think back on this day last year?
Again, it was shocking. It was news that we were not expecting at all. We've been fighting for independence for centuries, and to know that it was threatened again, that our independence was threatened, was very painful. And it was a moment where we knew we needed to get together as a community and fight for something.
What is the importance of the demonstration here tonight?
We really want to commemorate everything that's happened so far. We want to denounce the fact that there is a genocide happening right now in Ukraine as we're going on with our lives in a different country, but that it's very important to support and continue thinking about this cause because it's still happening.
What does 365 Days of Resistance represent to you?
It's the fact that we are strong people. We've always been, as I said, we've been fighting for centuries, and it's not the first time that we've won a battle. So it's just a matter of time, in my opinion, for us to win this war, and especially with all the work that everyone is putting in, not just Ukrainians, but all Westerners that are helping us out, sending us money, sending us arms, weapons. It means that we're strong enough to win this, and it's just a matter of time.
What is your family back in Ukraine telling you of what's going on?
They're very stressed out. They don't show it because I feel like a lot of the time they're worried, but they don't want to show it because they're hopeful for everything that will happen afterwards. So it's a lot of we're fine, a lot of hope, but also I think everyone is sticking together more through these tough times.
What do you want Quebecers at home to know about this?
I want them to know that there's always more that they can do. There's always donations that they can get to know. I want people to get involved in our communities, get involved in knowing about our culture, just exploring, asking us about our culture, not necessarily about everything that's negative about the war, but really just being curious about who we are and why we're fighting so resiliently.
Just to wrap up, you actually released a song today. What was that all about, and why today?
So I wrote this song actually a year ago. It's called Land of Black. It represents the rich soil that we have in Ukraine called Chernozem. And so it's a song that I wrote a year ago, but it was too raw and very hard for me to share at the time. So I had a full year to really think about it and really decide that it's something that can potentially comfort other people, other Ukrainians that are going through the same pain as I was at that time and still am. So it's just like a song to lift our spirits and think about our cultures, and the way that I describe it in that song, it's with colors.
Thank you so much for joining us, Vitalia. We go now to Karen Seolin with more coverage on the war in Ukraine.